Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, the good old bait and switch. I mean, come on. Who has not been bait and switch in their life? It happens every day to consumers. I don't care if you're eating at a dinner. I don't care if you're shopping. I don't care if you're getting your car done. If some contractor's coming out, guys, the good old bait and switch is how people literally have designed their business so they can take advantage of people and they can rip you off. It's greed. It's ridiculous. And today we need to put an end to this crap, especially in the mortgage business, because you know why? I'm really, really sick and tired of it because I'm tired of people getting taken advantage of and people getting ripped off. And literally companies are designed and they're trained and their salespeople are trained. Yes, they are. And you know, if you're watching this video and that's you, you know I'm calling you out because you know it's true. But today, let's put it into it. Let's talk about some of the miscommon bait and switches because you might think I'm only talking about rates or fees or pricing, but I'm really not. Hey guys, thanks for watching my channel. My name is Kenny Simpson. Your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate the support. I would love it if you like, subscribe, please comment because I love to hear from you guys. Love to get some feedback, anything we can help you with. We're here. If you do a little bit about me, I've been doing financing for 1 to 4 unit properties for about 20 years, helped over 5,000 customers. So got a lot of experience, done a lot of deals, helped a lot of clients. So today we're going to jump into it and we're going to talk about the bait and switch, but not only with fees, not only with rates, not only cost, but Kenny, what else could you be talking about? Well, how else can I get bait and switch? I don't get it. The bait and switch is you gave your stuff to a lender. You thought they vetted the deal. You thought they asked those questions from you and they went to the underwriter and checked. You thought they maybe went to that and called the investor to clarify. And you got a pre-approval. You got a loan approval on your refinance, whatever it may be. And then they come back a week later, 3 weeks later and say, we have a problem. A problem? What do you mean we have a problem? Yeah, we have a problem. See, yeah, we're not gonna be able to get the loan done. You're not gonna be able to qualify for that payment. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get that cash out. What? Wait a minute. How is this possible? I thought you vetted this up front. I thought you talked to the underwriter. I thought we were good to go. I thought you did your due diligence. I mean, then what am I doing here? Yeah, folks, you might have heard of that. And maybe in other industries, maybe never in mortgages happened to you, but it's happened when you got your car fixed. It's happened when you got contractor bids, things like that. I get it because it happens every day in our business because I get fallout from it. So how do we avoid the bait and switch, not just on fees and expenses and all that, but how do we avoid it when we're actually going to write that offer or go for the refi which you need to maybe rehab your house or pay off the debt or start the business or buy the other property or, you know, pay for your kid's school, whatever it is, and you're counting on that money and maybe there's a timeline and then they screw up and it screws up your whole plan, adds more stress to your life, more complications, more confusion, and you're sitting here left with nothing. And then you're scrambling to call around and find another lender. Well, number one, let's go through the bait and switch quickly for fees, for expenses, and costs. Look, if you're sitting here watching this video, I don't know what your scenario, your credit score is, your cash out, your rate and term, your purchase, primary investment, second home, I don't know. So how do you know you're getting a good deal? It's pretty simple. How do you think you're getting a good deal? Well, if you went and talked to 3 different lenders and you got 3 different quotes, you probably would, right there, that would answer your question. Number 2 is it's not about the pricing or the quotes all the time. It's how's the conversation with the person? Do they seem really intelligent? Do they seem to know what they're talking about? Are they asking all the right questions? Are they being proactive with their questions? Are they going, wow, that guy Kenny, when I talked to him, he asked me so many more questions. He got really detailed and really helped me out. These other people seemed like they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. They couldn't answer 5 of my questions. And that's a problem. So if you're not feeling comfortable, if you're not feeling confident just based on a conversation, like that's a red flag. And then you get some paperwork that says, well, the rate could be here, and the fees are here, and there's this range. Well, what do you mean a range? I want a purchase price of this. I got a credit score of this. I'm going full doc here. What do you mean you can't give me pricing? What do you mean there's a range? Like Kenny gave me a full-blown quote that says, boom, boom, boom. It says payment, rate, term, expenses, costs, whatever it is, right? It's very simple, guys. In this business, we exude confidence. When somebody's very good at what they do and they can answer the questions, they can get you that quote and they get you something like exact, that's good because they know what they're doing. When somebody's wishy-washy, let me tell you what to do. Run, right? Run, get out of there because guess what? It's only going to get worse. How about something does pop up on your file and they can't even answer the simple question. How are they going to do the hard question? So number 1, shop around. Not only look for rate, term, and all that, but make sure you're confident with the person so you're going to get less chance of a bait and switch. Then the second thing on this video, what I really wanted to talk about was the bait and switch. I don't care if you're doing a refinance or a purchase, but let's talk about a purchase and then we'll get to the refinance. So let's say your agent referred to them, your brother, your cousin, you found them online, you found them watching this YouTube video, you're like, this guy Kenny seems great, or this guy Bob or Mary, whatever it is, seems great. I want to go down the road with him. I want to see if they can get me approved. You fill out the application, you upload all your docs, they pull your credit, they come back in a day or two. And let me tell you something. If somebody comes back and it's taken days and a week or 2 weeks, stop, time out. That, unless something majorly happened in their life or they're telling you and you have no communication, red flag, get out of there and run, because that is the type of service that you're already going to get to. It's like, you go to a restaurant, you walk in and you're sitting there and you're like, is somebody going to greet me? Then you get a greet. Then you order drinks and you're like, where are my drinks? And then they come back and order your food and then the food comes out cold. You're like, I knew it from the time I got in here. Service sucked right away. The food sucked. You just knew it. I recently was at a restaurant like that. It's like, we knew it. We should have just bailed and we stayed, and it was the worst meal I've had in years, and I knew it up front. So your gut, that gut, you know it in your head if it's good or bad. They get you the stuff and then you're supposed to get that pre-approval. Then they're supposed to give you a loan quote. Then they're supposed to go over and talk about your options, whatever that is, right? Whatever the conversation, whatever you agree to. But here's the biggest problem. If you're a cookie cutter W-2 and it's easy, great. But maybe you're self-employed. Maybe you have W-2 income with commission and overtime or RSU income or bonus. And if you're listening, you know what I'm rifling off, then you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you have that. And then maybe you went from one job to the next job, or you just have to double check. And it's like, oh, here it is. Did they double check? Did they call their underwriter? Maybe this is a non-QM loan. Maybe you need an exception for a reason. Did they call the underwriter? Did they actually call the investor? Because here's the thing. Some lenders, they say, hey, we can get this done, but then we've got to, oh, wait a second here. Sometimes we do have to, you want to get to the investor. They're buying the loan, especially on a non-QM loan, right? I know I'm kind of all over the place, but the point of this is a bait and switch. It's not the product. It's not this. It's that. If the loan officer doesn't know what they're doing and they say you're good and you go put an offer in and then you go to get the approval and you can't get approved, they didn't do their job. So that loan officer should know, do I know the answer myself? Do I need to call an underwriter, or do I need to call the investor to verify in the very end that, hey, we're going for an exception. They don't have enough reserves. We need a higher loan amount. We need exception on the DTI, right? These are the things. We need exception on income. Sometimes the underwriter says, or a rep says, oh, okay, we can do that. That's not good enough, because then they go, when you get the loan approval, oh, well, we got to now go check with our investor. What do you mean check with our investor? Didn't you check up front? And then they call their investor and say, oh, we can't get this loan, you're denied. This happens all the time, folks. So working with a loan officer like me, I know if I have to call the underwriter, and if that underwriter is not feeling confident, I'm like, we need to call the investor. When I tell this client, you're good to go and put the offer in, I don't need any issues in a week or two because you decided to be lazy. You decided to cut a corner. And that's how you get bait and switches, because somebody up front did not give you the correct pricing, the terms. Somebody up front did not do their due diligence, and they didn't know to go to the underwriter. They didn't know to go to the investor. And yes, I'm getting very detailed and I'm very technical here, because if you're talking to a loan, like I talk to people all the time, they go, yeah, something happened with my deal. I go, well, did they tell you what happened? No, not really. They say can't get it. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Hold on one second here, Mary. So you're telling me you've worked with this person for 3 weeks and they can't get you pre-approved, but they didn't tell you exactly X, Y, Z, Y. No, that, my folks, is not a good loan officer. I'm sorry. That's not who you want to be working with. If I can't get somebody, I'm going to say it's your income, it's your asset, it's your credit, it's whatever it is. It should be detailed out what the issue is. And if they can't do that, expect a bait and switch. So how do you avoid all this? Well, you work with somebody that has a great reputation, that's going to get you the right pricing and terms, that's going to vet your deal. And guess what? When you're working with the right person, this conversation I just had prior in this video, those things I talked about, they will be proactive. They're like, hey, I need this because we need to check on this, or we got to go check on this. Oh, no, but I don't want to be 99. I want to be 100%. And that's what we do. That's why with us, sometimes we actually will take your file and get it pre-underwritten. We'll actually send it to the lender. Yeah, hey guys, it's going to take a week and a half. We're going to get it pre-flighted. But then I come back and go, here's a loan approval. We got all the conditions. Go write your offer, remove contingencies, and let's go. Let's get it done. And that's how you don't get bait and switch. That's how you get your offer accepted. And it's the same thing on a refinance. If you're going for cash out or this or that, and you got some crazy situation and they give you that quote and they go, well, the product switched because of this and that, and you feel like they haven't communicated, they haven't discussed, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Well, guess what, guys? Exactly. We're not all created equal. The loan officer that started 6 months ago at a big bank compared to somebody that's doing it 20 years, he's done 5 deals. How can he compare to somebody who's done 5,000 deals? The guy that you walk into the bank that's used to W-2 cookie cutter and you're a real estate investor, you're self-employed, and he looks at your tax return and you're like, it looks like the guy just saw a ghost. Run! So purchase, refi. It don't matter. You will feel it with the confidence. You will feel it with the transparency. When somebody over communicates and you feel like walk away like that was a very detailed conversation. Man, that guy gave me a lot of nuggets. He told me what's going on. It was very precise. It's like you ever go get your car fixed. The guy's like, well, this is the problem and this and that. And this is what we need to do. Some guy's like, yeah, let me take a look. Well, you know, we got to fix this. We got to do this. Well, I don't really know why, but you're like, what? The mumbo jumbo crap. So avoid it. Hopefully this video helps you guys. Thanks for watching, but I really appreciate. Share this video with somebody. Share it with a friend, a family member. Maybe they're going to buy or refi. They need to hear this. But also for more videos like this, subscribe. I'd love you for you to like it. Also, if you have any comments below, hit me up. Give me some comments. Love to get some love from you guys. But anyways, thanks for watching. Check in with you guys soon.